Let's talk about disability provisions in LLC agreements. Now, this isn't a really fun topic to think about the possibility of somebody being disabled, unable to come to work, having difficulties. But in the reality of life, it does happen from time to time. People may become physically disabled or they may become mentally disabled. You want to plan for this in advance, if possible, in your LLC documents. And part of this is having mechanisms to move people in and out of your LLC as members, as officers, as directors. So if you have those roles built into your company, you're certainly going to most likely have members, you have owners, you're probably also going to have officers, and depending on how you set up your company, you may have directors. Any of these key roles and others that you might have, you want to make sure that you have mechanisms to change folks in and out. Now, in some cases, you may just want to leave very general authority to remove and to reinstall people. If that is okay, that's fine. But you may have a bank, a certification company for a women-owned business, minority-owned business, others that have an interest in restricting that right. But what you want to do then is negotiate to make sure that you still have that oversight role as an owner and that you can possibly change or eject a person who's having a problem. And what you may need to do is develop what they call a for cause provision. And that for cause provision would say how and why you could potentially remove an owner. Perhaps, for instance, if somebody is convicted of a crime, particularly a felony or a dangerous crime, you would not generally want them in the workplace. So you would want a provision saying this person is convicted of a violent crime or a felony, something major, we're going to be able to remove them as an officer or director. They're going to have to give up their seat. That gives you the protection to know that you can readjust things should something bad happen. Because generally, you're not going to want an organization run by somebody with that type of criminal history. It's going to be bad for the business, it's going to be bad for the reputation, it's going to be bad in the marketplace. You can set those boundaries in that for cause provision that you're going to add to your LLC documents or corporate documents, as the case may be. So think about all of that as you're building that. Do you have questions about business and law? Do feel free to comment below with general questions on business law and business familiarity. Comments are not confidential here on YouTube, so do not put anything private there. Cannot form an attorney-client relationship through the comments, but if you have general questions, other viewers probably have them too, and I'd be glad to address them. Speaking of general questions, we have a large library of past videos here on the channel, and as questions and things continue to come in, we'll be addressing them in future videos, which is why you want to make sure you subscribe to this channel now so you'll get our updates in the future. I appreciate you tuning in today. Look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you for another video very soon.